Hello again, ladies and gents, and welcome back to our Let's Play series of Mass Effect. This is episode 2, and in this episode we'll be exploring the paradise world of Eden Prime. Now, as you can see, we've just landed on the planet. If you remember, the handsome Turian gentleman, Nihilus, jumped off the ship earlier on, and you have jumped off at the drop point. You're told to find out what happened and secure the artifact at all costs. So your squad for this mission is Kaidan Alenko. Apparently the planet smells like smoke and death. And Richard Jenkins, who, if you remember, was the eager beaver young corporal who was standing talking to the doctor aboard the ship. If you look, this is meant to be a paradise, but doesn't look very nice at the moment, does it? So let's do some exploring. This first mission also counts as partly a tutorial. So what I'm going to do is, this is your menu. It's quite well done, quite scientific, quite futurific. These are your weapons that you have. I quite like this. It's a feature of Mass Effect 1 which was removed for the future games, is your weapon overheats rather than running out of bullets. So provided you let your weapon cool down, you don't run out of bullets. Now, you can take your helmet off if you wish, but so that's your assault rifle. The Lancer 1. You get weapon upgrades as the game progresses. There's your shotgun. The Storm 1. There's your pistol, Kessler 1, and your sniper rifle, the Avenger 1. You also have grenades. And that's your armour, the Aldrin Labs medium armour for humans. Depending on which class you chose in the character creation stage will depend on what kind of armour you wear. So basically a soldier tends to wear kind of medium armour, although he can wear heavy armour as well. Okay. That's your codex, which, if you're not familiar with kind of gaming terminology, it basically allows you to read things that your character has found out. So for example, the Alien Council races, the only one we know anything about just now is the Turians.
To fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the
I'm not
largest
going to read
fleet
all
in
that
Citadel
out to you.
space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces.
So basically what they've done is they tend to be the head of the network, where they have a species called the Solarians who do all their intelligence for them, and another species called the Asari who do their negotiations for them.
The rest of the galaxy. The ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed.
So I'll scan through it.
Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor.
Like, if you wish,
There
you
is
can pause it
animosity
and read
between
through it
Turians
yourself.
and humans over the first.
So, the Citadel and the Galactic Government. The Citadel is basically a massive space station that serves as the political and economic capital of galactic culture, for those who can't read. You may get to see that later on.
Spectres are agents.
And all
from
you've
the
got
Office
there
of
is the
Special
Spectres,
Tactics
and as already
Reconnaissance,
mentioned
and answer only
in
to the
episode
Citadel
1, it
Council.
tells you who they are.
They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of two.
Some of the things that's mentioned, like the Krogan rebellions, you find out about that later on. Sol is the name given to the human solar system, i.e. the solar system we live in.
Humanity's first contact with an
That's the
alien
first
race
contact
occurred
war.
in 157.
You can see you can spend a long time just reading things that you don't actually really need to
A
know.
practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi.
Yeah.
The Turians
So basically
followed.
the Turians tried to bully the humans and ended up coming off slightly worse. So this is just what we selected already. So you were on holiday and someone attacked. That's just typical, isn't it? Yes. Armstrong outpost at the Shackleton crater becomes the first human settlement on Luna, obviously the moon. The 100th anniversary of the first lunar landing that the Americans faked. Fantastic. And then they settled on Mars shortly after that. And fuel extraction from Saturn. Excellent, yeah. Prothean ruins and Prometheae Plenum on Mars. Mars bars. And there we go. It's a significant enough point in the history of the Earth for Commander Shepard's birth to be noted. 2154. And basically what they're saying there is there was an incident in Singapore which resulted in some of the children having telekinetic abilities. And if you see there on 3170, 2170, sorry, the Batarian slavers attacked the Alliance colony of Mindwar. That was one of the other background stories that you could pick if you wished to. There you go. Interesting, eh? And the ships and vehicles, the only one you really know is Starship Sensors. Okay. I'm not going to go in and view everything that appears in the codex. A lot of it you don't really need to know. Okay, just thought I'd take you through that. Your journals, much the same, just tells you what to do. At the moment, you're heading to the dig site having already spoken to the captain. And you get side assignments. The missions are the ones you have to do. Assignments are ones you can choose to do. It's always beneficial to do as much as you can. And this is your squad screen, which at the moment I can actually upgrade slightly. You can hit Y if you don't really want to try and figure out what you're trying to do. So I'll upgrade my assault rifles to 2, my pistols to 1, and I'll add one to charm as well. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one off the pistol because I don't tend to use them very often. Charm is always a good thing to have. We'll go for some combat armor training. Okay. Oh, sorry. And it also lets you upgrade your squad. I tend to just do the squad at auto level up because basically he's just learned an ability called Overkill. Okay. So we proceed down the hill. Caden has spotted strange looking things. You hold down left trigger to aim and right trigger to fire. So the gas bags are in fact dangerous if you get too close to them. They burst. And when they burst, they hurt. So if you run down here, I'm sure that all that's down here is a couple of items. So there's an upgrade kit which includes a heatsink for your weapons, which you can attach these items to your weapons. For example, that one will mean that you have more shots before your weapon overheats. I'll show you what I mean before we enter combat. If you aim at the wall and start shooting, you can see the wee red bar with a gun getting higher. If that gets to the top, your weapon will overheat and you won't be able to fire any longer until it cools down. Okay, you can also see how many Medigel you've got. Indeed, what did happen here? There is a body that's been burnt to a crisp, and another body that's been burnt to a crisp. Poor people. Oh. I should really sign out of Xbox Live when I'm doing these things. All my Xbox friends are getting adverts for free. Yep, Mr. Eager Beaver was a little too eager there. And we get a first taste of combat. These things are hard to hit. You can see what I mean about the weapon overheating. So, doesn't look good for young Jenkins, does it?
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
So, yeah. We did just upgrade him, but there wasn't much point. Because he never even got to fire a shot. Okay. Now, as you saw, we have just leveled up. Got another 3 points. Let's go for some assault training. Bit of soldier, which allows you to upgrade, and I'm going to improve my combat armour, which gives you the upgrade of shield boost, so it's handy. Don't know if Caden has upgraded yet. Yes, he has. Poor young Jenkins, he was looking so forward to his first mission. If you hold down A, well, it's meant to be a run, but I don't think it's that much faster than your standard approach. There's some more drones. Take them out.
Got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you in the dig site.
Upgrade kit. Stimulant pack for your armour. It's always good to go through your upgrades at the end of a mission and figure out what you want. And Omnigel is a useful item, so if you don't need some of the stuff you've found, you can reduce it to Omnigel. There's also, as you can see by the little radar on the bottom right, there is also another drone over there, so I'm going to go and get him now. Just in case any survivors have to make their way back this way. Someone's being chased by those drones. Ouch. Let's go and assist our comrade. They are Geth, apparently, and they are dead.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Now, as I say, with your responses, the middle one tends to be just kind of middle of the road. The top one tends to be your good guy answer, and the bottom one tends to be your bad guy answer. So if you want to get good guy points, use the top ones. If you want bad guy points, use the bottom ones. If you're not bothered either way, use the middle one.
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
So you can either tell her that she abandoned them to their fate, or not to blame herself. Say we're going for good guy points, so
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Vale in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
you can tell Ashley to stay here, to take you to the beacon, or to join your crew. I think she joins your crew anyway.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. It was supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them
Do
since.
the Geth remind anyone else of the Cylons from Battlestar Galactica? Synthetic life form created to basically be a source of cheap labour to make things easier, turned on their masters and fought a big huge war against them, driving them into exile. I think BioWare's been a wee bit naughty there. It's got Battlestar written all over it.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Let's see if she's seen Nihilus.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Aiden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Okay,
Move out.
let's go. So you've lost one squad member but gained another. Let's get another upgrade. So you've got radioactive rounds and hammerhead rounds, whatever they are. And a crate with some slightly different armour. So I'll take this opportunity to go in. Nobody else has any points to spend. To equipment. So I can upgrade my assault rifle with a heatsink. And my armour, I can swap for Scorpion armour, which although it's not as good damage protection, it has better shields. I think we'll stick with the Onyx armour just now. I tend to take more damage from bullets than from anything else. There's our poor unfortunate friend who's been impaled on that spike. There's two more. Not very pleasant. Okay. So to take cover, you press the left stick. He's done. His friends are coming. Done. There's one more. Where is he? There he is. You obviously encounter more difficult enemies as the game progresses. So, as you can see,
This is the dig site. The
beacon
was
isn't
right
there
here.
anymore.
It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
don't know why you're asking her if there's any survivors.
Think anyone got out of
She's
here
got-
alive?
He's the same as you.
Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Okay. So there's the autosave point.
It's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
So Nihilus is going to wait for us at the spaceport. Don't know about you, but I think that sounds like as good a place as any for the artifact, that's the word, the beacon to be. Okay, so let's continue up the hill.
Looks like we hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Looks like they've been up on those poles for a little while.
Oh God, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
These things are basically zombies. Their only attack is to run screaming at you. You can also shoot from the hip. Accurate.
Flush shield!
All Caden has to say is trusting. What's in here? Armor. You do find a lot of upgrades and a lot of items. A lot of them you can't use, or they're not any better than what you have, so you reduce them to Omnigel. And what Omnigel allows you to do is open doors. This is how you do the overrides in this game. There we go. You just follow the pattern of the thing. Let's see why this door's locked.
Humans.
There's people.
Thank the Maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone. You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon? It was moved to the spaceport as well. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp.
When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
He's a pessimistic fellow, isn't he?
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen her, Turia. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network, remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
He doesn't sound happy, does he?
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move.
Just as
Until
well
you
he stayed
came along.
inside, or the zombies would have got you.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
So you can offer to shut him up, but don't think that's very nice. Poor man's clearly traumatised. So,
Williams,
without further ado, let's go.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel, go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Okay. And there's Nihilus.
Sarah.
Remember the man mentioned, the Harbinger of Darkness? The Turian?
This isn't your mission, Sarah. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
And on that cliffhanger, it's time to end the episode. Thank you all very much for watching as ever, and we'll see you for episode 3, where hopefully we'll catch the evil Turian that just killed our friend. So again, thank you all for watching. Again, leave me a like, leave me a comment, tell me what you think. Hopefully the audio has been slightly better for this one, and we'll see you all soon. Bye bye.